Hey guys, Coach Hunter here. Kenzie helping me out today. We'll be talking, of course, about more leg locks. So we're talking about the fundamental position of Irimi Ashi Garami. That's just, Japanese for leg entanglement. Initial leg entanglement. Most times people call it Ashi Garami or just Ashi. Now it's become pretty uniform among people, but single leg X guard is another way people put it. You can find lots of information on YouTube and other places on both terms. So Ashi Garami and single leg X guard. Okay. So it's the most foundational position of leg locking. It's also a lot of where people used to go entirely. It was like the whole game was right there for the most part, unless you're like a sambo player. Of course, there are other positions we're going to get into, and I think Irimi Ashi Garami is easy to get to, but it's just a start. Okay, it's usually best to move on to a better position to attack, but it depends on where you're at, where you're competing, and what is legal at your level. Okay, so it's really important to understand. So guys, let's get into it. So Kenzie, have a seat. So the nice part about this drill is that your partner has to do relatively little. Okay, so if you have a reluctant partner, it's also, unless you're being a jerk, it doesn't have to hurt. So if you have a spouse or a partner or just like your roommate, maybe you can convince him to help you with this. Just make sure that you're being nice so that they want to do it again. Okay, so what? So I'm gonna get 2-on-1 grips on the leg. Okay, so I have one hand controlling the ankle, the other hand is just making a paw grip around the back of the knee. I'm gonna straighten my leg on that same side. Okay, and this is where that scooting movement comes into play. I'm gonna pull myself forward by pulling the leg, but I'm really more scooting my hips in. I'm gonna get hip to hip with Mackenzie here, okay? So I'm scooting as my leg straightens. My leg straightens. I come down to my elbow and I scoot. My knee here is just gonna stay inside. Okay, my shin and knee. My other foot goes heel to my knee, and I pinch my knees together. Okay? So now, a good test for this, if I'm well connected to her leg, is if she scoots backwards, do I stay connected? Okay? If she just scoots backwards and her leg comes out, I don't have good connection. Okay, I'm gonna pinch my knees and extend. You also see my foot's on the opposite buttock. Okay? So she scoots away, I stay connected. Okay? Really important. Okay, switch with me. On this side. So guys, once again, I'm gonna show the same leg with the opposite angle so you can see a bit more of what's going on. I reach over, hand, 2-on-1 grip on her leg. My leg that is gonna be going to the outside, straighten so it can go underneath her leg. See how, if it's here, try to go forward, her leg's in the way. My leg's in the way, I should say. I straighten my leg out, I come to my elbow and scoot forward, pinching my knees together, heel to my own knee. Okay, my foot on the inside, lift your leg, is curled to her buttock. The old cheek, okay? So when she scoots away, I stay connected. Everything stays tight, I stay forward. It's also important if I lean back and I relax my core, right? If I'm on my back, her leg's gonna come out more easily. I'm squeezing the same with my legs, the same squeeze. Her leg's gonna come out because her leg can straighten, okay? That means it's gonna come out. Whereas if I'm curled here, now, when she pulls, I stay connected. Really important to have that curl in your back, okay? Next drill. I attack her leg, like we did before. She forces my foot to the mat and hops over. That's an important thing for both Mackenzie and myself, okay? Come back over here a little bit. A common defense when people don't understand leg locking very much is they come forward and she tries to grab my head, right? Yeah, or my arms. She can grab my arms here. I mean, that's slowing things down, right? So it's not useless. But the problem is that I can finish a one-legged arm or one-armed leg lock here, okay? So her controlling both arms is gonna be unusual, like hard to do. The next thing that's important to understand is that it doesn't remove her from the essential position, okay, where she's vulnerable, right? So what she does here, but she takes my foot off her hip and she moves her hips over. Okay, go back. If she just removes the foot, which I see a lot, and she stays there, as soon as her hand's repurposed, my foot's just gonna go back, right? At least it should, okay? But if she steps over my foot with her hips, now I cannot attack that leg. However, go back, I can attack the other leg. If I catch, so my hand's already in place, right? I'm kind of anticipating this, right? So my foot catches as a hook behind her knee. Okay, I have my other hand on her ankle. I switch My leg straightens, and I attack this one. Boom, right here. She forces my foot off her hip. I catch here. Hook behind her knee. I reach to grab her leg. I straighten. I attack the other leg. Okay? You can go back and forth this way. You tend to travel a little bit. So stop. Come this way. Back to the wall. Same sort of position. I can have double control, and this is actually a position we can hang out in a little bit. Okay, it's actually pretty good. It's like a spider guard with the legs. Okay? I straighten. I attack. She forces over. I immediately can start attacking the other leg. Alright? Going back and forth. If they defend one leg, we start attacking the other. Okay? What's our time? So guys, we have one more drill today, stand up, which is our gravity drill 1. Okay, it's our first gravity drill. So my partner's gonna stand slightly wider than the shoulder width stance. I'm sitting with my feet engaged to her foot line. See, my feet are between her feet, okay, in a straight line, roughly. My rocking chair back is in effect. I'm gripping the back of her knees. Okay, I'm gonna scoot in to where my hips are underneath Mackenzie's hips. Okay, if I'm shallow, this whole thing is not gonna work. Also, if I flatten out like I just did, the whole thing's gonna be a lot harder. Okay, I need to keep my back rounded right here. So, back of the knees, I scoot in. My hips are gonna extend. That's a hip extension drill. Okay, I come up and find my Irimi Ashi Garami. Okay, my knees are pinched. My hands are not necessary for keeping me attached to her leg. So, put it with me. I'm controlling back of her knees. I scoot in, I shoot my hips up, controlling my Ashi. Once again, knee to heel, heel to knee. Okay? Important note here is that my heel is in a straight line from her knee to her hip. Okay? It does not go any further across. At least depending in general, okay? So understand where we're reaping and where we're not. I'm gonna get more into that in detail later, but if I'm turning her knee inward with my foot, that's reaping, okay? So, my knees are pinched, okay, right here, and my hands are not necessary for controlling the position, right? If she tries to pull her leg out, it's not gonna happen, okay? Especially if we have some kind of grip on this leg. Come back over so you're square to the camera. So, I can release and go to the second leg, okay? My foot is curled to her buttock, also important, okay? No hands. Look, Ma, no hands. Going back and forth. Okay? One thing that's gonna help your partner keep their balance, right? Is, especially if they're smaller than you, is that I'm not controlling the second leg. In reality, I'd want that leg, right? Because it's gonna make the sweep possible. So I usually have a hand kind of just on it, but I'm not gripping it. So that if she needs to take a step to keep her balance, she can't. Okay, when we're doing the drill. And the final thing to do here, guys, from the drill is just to sweep my partner. Okay, so be very careful. If you're at home and you have like a coffee table, stuff around chairs, your cat, your dog, don't squish anybody, don't hurt your partner. Okay, so if you're nervous,
especially not your cat or dog.
If you're nervous about it, don't do the sweep. Okay, it's not the most important thing here. The most important thing is this position. So I can our leg. If I don't, I go for the sweep, go and just step back. She's being able to get based and keep her base and move. Okay, so I control her second leg. I'm gonna extend my knees up and then outward, okay? My knees stay pinched though. Control the ankle, up and out. Just sweep my partner. Notice that Mackenzie did a nice break fall. Main thing is don't fight the sweep, just sit down into that leg.
Break fall.
I'm controlling your second leg. I often wrap this, but you can go underneath depending on where your endpoints are, or just pinch it and cup it. Pinch it with your elbow and cup it with your hand. Okay? And you have to go up and then out. Okay. You notice I stayed curled. Really important. A common mistake is that when Mackenzie lands, I extend. And I've lost this leg. And once again, if she just scoots away, she can remove her leg really easily. It's very common. People are learning this. So I stayed curled. My relative position to her leg is the same. From here as I sweeper to here. I can't follow the leg, I'm tight to it. It's my leg. Okay, really important, guys. Thank you. So we'll get more into the actual attacks, but it's so important that we have an understanding of the positions, how to enter, how to control the leg. Okay, that's the most important part. Otherwise, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the mats.